No, keep going.
One of the things they said was, you know, if you have something
good morning.
that's
We are
newsworthy,
live
contact us.
from
What
Dr.
we'll do
Angela
is we're gonna
Canfield's
check your
office
social media,
for
we're
the
gonna check
Women's
your LinkedIn,
Business
we're gonna check all these things to see
Coalition.
if you're credible.
They're gonna dig.
And it's like,
Yeah.
oh wow.
And we meet twice a year so that we can find out what's happening in Sandfly.
Our information, and they trust who we work with, and they know we're not going to give them, you know.
So we're live, guys. Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
So who are you?
I'm Sissy with Sandfly Locksmith.
What do you guys do?
We do anything to do with keys. Door closers, exit devices, car keys. We are the best automotive in about 300-mile radius. Call us before you call the dealer.
I actually got my keys made from you guys. Yeah, and I love how you on there it says do not duplicate and your phone number.
Right.
That's a safety issue. Yeah.
It is. The reason we use those is so that people can't just take them just anywhere and have them made. So that if you want to control who makes keys, it's not a law, but it just kind of keeps honest people honest, and other locksmiths say, okay, no, Sandfly did this, so you go to Sandfly.
So how long have you been in Sandfly?
We opened in 2002, and and then we incorporated in 2005 and moved into our building.
Excellent. So you own your own building.
We do.
Cool. All right. Let's see. I know this gal here. Hey, Susan.
Hello.
Who do you work with?
I work Coldwell Banker, Platinum Partners, and I'm residential real estate. I work with buyers and sellers with a focus and emphasis in Isle of Hope, just because this is where I live. It's my community, my neighbor.
Yeah, we only meet twice a year to try and find out what's going on in the community. So if anybody watching has any idea of anybody moving in, we're trying to find out who's moving into the Piggly Wiggly Center.
I have no idea. I wish I did know.
It has been a while.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Totally. Well, thanks for joining. Hey, good morning.
Hi, good morning. My name's Joan West, and I'm a co-creator of One Body Holistic Center between White Bluff and Hodgson Memorial on East Montgomery Crossroads. And we are a holistic center offering multiple different modalities for our clients to get in touch and realign with their body, mind, and spirit.
So how do you do that?
Well, we have gyrotonic, which is
what is that?
A modality. It's something that's been around for 30 years, and it's a modality one-on-one that helps the spine and body realign and give space to your body. And
so energy work, sort of?
Energy and physical. It's both.
It's like yoga?
It's a combination of yoga, swim, dance, and
what does that
Tai
look
Chi.
like? I mean, is that something you could show us?
no.
No.
It's equipment based.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. It's called gyrotonic.com. You can go to the corporate site and take a look at that.
All right.
I'm the only gyrotonic studio here in
I like
Savannah.
the name of it.
Yeah.
Gyrotonic.
Yeah. Very spiral in movement and expansion through all your joints and your movements. So, yeah. Anyway, it's a beautiful movement, but it really helps people get their stability and mobility and alignment and flexibility back into their bodies.
Is it somebody who needs physical therapy?
Could be. It's any human body,
Okay.
young or old, but it is very, very good for the inactive person or the person rehabbing before surgery or after surgery.
Oh, very good.
That type of thing. So.
Well, great. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for joining
Well,
us
we're
this
happy
morning.
to be here, so thank you.
I know this person. Hey,
Oh,
you.
don't interview me. Hi, I'm Cynthia Wright. I'm the junior partner of Carriage Trade Public Relations, and we get businesses' good news out to the media outlets in town.
Well, thanks for joining us
Thanks
this morning.
for having me.
And Dr. Angela Canfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm the general dentist here at Sandfly Family Dental. So we see all ages and do pretty much all realms of dentistry.
And at the meeting this morning, we all had a bunch of dental questions. It was really funny. I was over at,
Oh yeah.
yeah, we were at the coffee shop this morning, and the girl at the coffee shop leans over and says, "What?" and opens up her mouth and says, "What's going on with my mouth here? Can you help me?" And Angela's like, "Yeah, make an appointment with me."
Seriously?
And I said, "Does that happen a lot?"
A lot? And I'm like,
Yeah. I know. So anyhow, so how long have you been in this location?
see, going on 3 years now.
Okay, and you have one in Rincon too,
Yeah.
right?
So we've been there 12 years.
Okay, so what do you do here? Do you mind giving us a tour of the place?
Sure. Okay.
All right.
So this is the waiting room.
All right.
All of it?
Yeah, let's all go back because I know we all have dental questions.
And this is just kind of our main office desk area.
And this is before the office opens. I love the color. Did you pick out the color?
I did.
I love it. What is
That's
this?
the treasure chest.
That's cute.
Oh, is that for after the kids?
Yeah. You can open
I'm a kid.
Oh, they get to pick up.
that frisbee.
Yeah.
Your palette is very soothing. If I was in a dental emergency, I'd feel very calm here.
Instead of going for the beach coastal feel. So yeah. So this is one of our hygiene rooms where.
Let's go in and talk about
Yep.
what we're looking at because I never wanted to ask before. So
So this is just our light. We have TV where we can check X-rays. On the wall, we have all digital X-rays. We have LED curing lights, and these are just what we use to clean air and water. And our piezo, we check blood pressure.
we should compare it to that
Yeah,
app.
we should. And then of course we have our other computer monitor here, but it can go between here and the TV screen.
So when you're in this room, can you diagnose things, or is this just for cleaning?
No, I diagnose. I do all my exams in here,
Okay.
pretty much. Yep.
All right.
And then this is our other X-ray machine.
This is really impressive.
Yeah, so
Tell
this-
us about this.
This does 2D or 3D X-rays. It's digital, so there's low radiation. You get more radiation basically walking outside. You don't have to wear a lead apron or anything with this. It just goes around your head and you bite on the stick. You don't have to put anything big in your mouth. So you don't.
How long does that take?
About 10 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Some 5, depending on what X-ray you take. This is all of our sterilization area.
Wow. How many rooms do you have?
So we have 3 rooms. This is my operatory. It's very similar to that, exact same setup.
Okay.
But this is where I do all restorative work like fillings, crowns, anything like that. And then this is our overflow operatory. Sometimes we use it for bleaching or treatment as well.
Okay.
So we do.
Y'all have any questions on how to whiten teeth or veneers or?
Then can you whiten mine right
So we have a light whitening system that we use. It takes about 30 minutes, and you get instant results. So you don't have to wear like a tray for
Does it-
20 minutes every night.
How does it work?
You come in, you sit in the chair, we put like a block out over your gums. You bite into this tray, and we've shined a light on your teeth. And you just lay there in the chair for about 20 minutes.
during your lunch hour, huh?
Yeah,
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 that'd be
works
good.
out good. Yeah.
How long will it last if you drink tea constantly?
That's a good
yeah,
question.
if you drink tea or coffee or even like red wines, things like that, then you need to do touch-ups. Which you get to take the tray home with you, so you can do your own touch-ups. But a lot of people do it every 6 months, so right after their cleaning appointments is when a lot of people end up getting their teeth bleached. So, you can do it twice a year in the office, and it maintains pretty well. So, like, especially like if you drink tea or coffee, if you rinse out afterwards with just some water. Yeah, I know. I don't either. But anyhow,
I sip tea all day.
I know. But anyhow, but you can use your touch-up tray at home to help with that as well.
Sandy just joined us. Hey, Sandy.
Sandy.
So you had a question earlier.
Yes. Do you deal with children with sensory processing issues?
Yes, we do. We have several families that have children like that, and I have one hygienist that works really well with them. But yeah, I mean, we're conscientious of, they don't like certain textures in their mouth, like the polishing paste we use because it's gritty. So, we have little pieces on our hand pieces that we don't have to use the polishing paste. So it's easier for them. Just really having a longer appointment to take time to explain things to them of what they're going to hear, what they're going to feel, what's going to happen to them. And then just building that trust up with them. It just takes time is really what it is, and getting them comfortable with it.
It
So
sounded like
wonderful.
it years
even
ago.
maybe
they
using
had
just the regular manual toothbrush at their first appointment, because that's kind of what they're used to, and working their way up just because they build trust. That's how they know. They know you, and it really helps too if the parents kind of help before they come in, telling them what to expect and things like that. But you can't come in expecting that they're going to get X-rays and do everything all in one appointment, because it's just not going to happen. So, yeah.
There's definitely adults that are nervous about coming
Yeah.
into the dentist.
Bye.
So, what would you tell them?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same
this
way.
one right here might be a little nervous coming in.
Oh yeah.
You said you had when you were growing up.
When I was a little girl, I had a really traumatic experience with a dentist. So they're not my favorite doctors. I like you, Dr. Canfield.
Like, maybe you just don't want to see me in the chair, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as far as adults that are nervous, I think you kind of got to build, again, a relationship.
Right.
So, you know, come in and meet your doctor and visit with them and kind of express your concerns and see what you can do, why you're scared. So that way we can make, because sometimes people just don't like the noise. So, you know, you can bring your headsets in, listen to your music.
Yeah.
I mean, there's different things that we can do to make you not nervous and not scared.
I like it when people like the dentist tells you exactly what's coming up
Exactly.
next.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And some people don't want to know, too.
Really?
Some people just say, just do it. I don't want to know what you're going to do.
I'm
But,
one of those people.
yeah.
I do not want to know.
Yeah.
I would like my headphones in.
But that's where you just need to let us know what you want so we can work with you.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it's just, again, building a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Education is key to
Yes,
everything.
education
Yeah.
is key. Yeah, it is.
So, what about the mercury fillings? What do you say about them?
You can read about anything. There's a mixed multitude of
Okay.
suggestions on them. I don't think that everybody out there in the world needs to come and get their amalgams taken out immediately. So I don't, but I do think that there's ways that they should be taken out if you do take them out to where you're not ingesting it, because just the mercury in your mouth per se, I mean, unless it's warmed up or grinding issues or things, it doesn't get in systemically. So, but when we remove it, we create that dust and that water. So you want to make sure that, you know, your dentist is using the proper high-speed suctions and things to have it removed. I do think people that have like autoimmune issues and different things that are having medical complications, that I think that they can't find a resolution and they can't get healthy and, you know, things aren't working, that's a great route to look into. So I do. With metal toxicities.
There's such a huge correlation between a healthy mouth and a healthy body, and I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So
even like preterm births, labor, pregnancies, I mean, diabetes, heart conditions.
you can tell all of that from
Yeah.
looking in a mouth.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
what do you look for like diabetes?
So I mean, just smells,
Really?
coatings on your tongue and your cheeks can point to that kind of things. Of course, we take blood pressure, which is a good indication, obviously, before we see any patients. Our X-ray machine, you can even sometimes see the arteries and if they're clogged.
No way.
I mean, things like that you can see on there. I mean, in bad cases, just like bleeding gums, all that. I mean, not only can you diagnose other things from that, but you don't want that infection in your bloodstream if you already have a heart condition or diabetes and all that's getting into your bloodstream, then it's just going to cause things to work. So, you know, if you're a diabetic and your medicine's not working, you can't get it controlled.
Right.
You know, maybe there's something going on in your mouth that's not letting things control it.
Do you do oral cancer screening?
Yes, we do. We do. We have actually the Velscope, which it's kind of a newer technology now. So, I mean, we've always done oral cancer screenings where we've looked and, you know, we tell our patients that we're doing that. But this is actually a light that you shine in, and it turns everything blue. And then there's dark areas, and that's what we know that we maybe need to dye them and look at them or send you for a biopsy. So that light really shows up things that you can't see, because if things, once we can see things in your mouth, then they've already progressed. So oral cancer is best before you can see things. So this light allows that to happen.
You test all
So
of your patients?
yeah, we give everybody the option to do it. They can decline or accept. So, some people don't want to do it. And then we recommend it done once a year on all of our patients. And if you're high risk or have a screening that's not normal, we recommend it done every 6 months.
What are the symptoms of oral cancer?
There is none.
None?
No, until it gets to where it's to the point that it's advanced, and it's usually not curable. Yeah, it's usually not a happy result. So that's why if you can get it before you can actually see it with your naked eye, you're much better off. But I mean, you can lose, you know, half your face, half your tongue, you know, all your teeth on one side. I mean, when it gets to that point to where you can see it, it's not a good thing. So it's not.
That makes me want to
Yeah.
have sleep apnea.
Yeah. Makes it better than that. Yeah. So yes, yeah. So
Talking about diagnosis, my dentist diagnosed my pregnancy.
How?
Really?
Through
Looked
your
in
mouth?
my mouth, and he said, "You're pregnant."
Wow. How?
I don't know. He's a
happened?
dentist.
you get pregnancy gingivitis often, and it
What?
causes bleeding gums, and your gums get really inflamed. Yeah. Yeah.
What in the world?
Open up. Let's see.
Stop it. Get out of here. Definitely don't have to worry about that.
I mean,
right
it's
now.
not a conclusion. I mean, because you can have gingivitis for other reasons, but if you put that with other symptoms, and it's a good.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, yeah, we recommend all of our pregnant women to come and make sure it's really important to get your teeth cleaned when you're pregnant.
Did you see a difference?
I didn't. Some people don't, but no, I didn't have any issues with it. But a lot of people do, and some people don't. So, yeah. I think it
Women
just-
back in my mother's time used to always lose their teeth during pregnancy, and that was one of my biggest concerns. Would you like to tell them why?
Yeah, it's kind of a myth to some degree. So what happens? I mean, you don't lose calcium or you don't lose things like that when you're pregnant with your teeth. But what happens is your hormones and stuff change your saliva, and so sometimes you get more dry mouth, or it changes the good bacteria in your saliva, which then can cause you to have problems in your mouth. So you hear like the baby's taking away my calcium or whatever, and it's causing my teeth. That's actually not true, but it changes your saliva, which is changing your good bacteria, which we have good and bad bacteria in your mouth. So the good bacteria helps fight the bad bacteria. So in pregnancy, when it changes all that, then we have an overflow of bad bacteria from hormones and different things like that. Then that causes issues.
The thing that my doctor told me was when women have morning sickness and they throw up,
Yes,
they brush their
acid.
teeth immediately. So
Yeah.
the
So-
answer to that would be
Yeah, so the acid of whenever that they throw up, and I mean even people
It's a
that
lovely breakfast
Yeah, I know.
conversation here.
even people that are anemic or anything like that, I mean, they say, or acid reflux. All that acid in your mouth eats the enamel and causes erosion and can cause problems down the road too as well. So, rinsing your mouth, cleaning, brushing your teeth, yes.
I heard
Right
you
on.
weren't supposed to brush your teeth like within an hour or two after
No,
throwing up.
you need to.
Oh, okay.
You need to rinse your mouth out.
Rinse it out, but
yes.
what about the brush doesn't?
The brush doesn't change anything. I mean, you need to get off the acid off of your teeth. You
Okay.
don't want to let that stuff sit on there.
Okay.
Just like it's more important to brush your teeth. I mean, you want to brush them in the morning as well, but it's more important at nighttime to actually brush and floss because all that stuff's sitting on your teeth all night long. In the morning, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but in the evening, it's even more important.
So flossing is still crucial.
Yes, yeah. Even though there was a study that came
I
out
know. I just read about
that
that.
said,
It's weird.
yeah, anyhow, but yeah, you still want to floss.
How
I
many
wouldn't.
times a day?
Once a day.
Yeah.
Once a day. Brush
And brush
at least
how-
twice a day.
Okay.
Yeah. For 2 minutes.
Excellent.
What about your financial payment options for your patients? Is there, what are your rules of engagement there?
Yeah, so we take insurance. I mean, if you have dental insurance, we do take it. We're in network with MetLife and Delta Dental, a couple of insurances, and we take all the other ones that usually don't have to be in or out of network. We also have Care Credit, which is an option, it's like a medical credit card per se. Can't go and use it like at Macy's, but you can use it for the eye doctor, the vet, the dentist. There's usually no interest rate for up to 18 months, so that's an option. We do also here at this office, in my office in Rincon, an in-office dental plan. So it's like an in-office insurance plan. So depending on your age, how many is in your family, so much per month. Then it covers your cleanings, your X-rays, all your exams. So that's something to look into as well. So it's kind of like an insurance plan. Any emergency exams, you get 20% off treatment. And we do take monthly payments for that main payment, depending on what you have.
Well, that sounds great that people have real options.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
lots
so-
of times people will go, I'm not going to the dentist, I can't afford it right now.
Right, and a lot of people
that
don't
right
have
now
dental
never
insurance.
comes up.
Exactly, you're right. And
So-
yeah, and one thing to know is, if you have a little tiny hole in your tooth that needs a simple filling, it's much cheaper to get it done now than waiting until it gets bigger till you need a root canal and a crown, and then you're talking about more money. So, unfortunately, even though maybe it costs $140 to come to the dentist to get that fixed,
Right.
it's better than $1,500 down the road if you let it progress. So when you're trying to make up dental care for 3 years of neglect, it's easier if you do it yearly and have to pay out. Yeah.
I love that you're a female dentist. There's not a lot of them. How on earth did you get into this profession?
I had a female dentist growing up.
Did you?
Yeah, I did, and
Wow.
I loved going to the dentist, and I loved
Yeah.
her. So I worked with her. I worked for her high school, summers in college, and I knew it was good. I mean, it was a good job as far as if I wanted to have a family
Yeah.
down the road. I mean, as far as not having like nighttime hours or, you know, things like that. And I always knew I wanted to go in the medical field. I just didn't know really what I wanted to do.
So she was a mentor.
Yeah, until high school. And then I knew I wanted to go to dental school.
So
yeah.
you knew from back then.
Yeah, yeah. So when I started working for her, I worked for her as an assistant all through high school in the summers.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. And then
Where was this?
in West Virginia. That's where I grew up. I was born and raised. Yeah, I worked there and at a funeral home. So my dad owned a funeral home, so those are my two jobs anyhow. But yeah, I've knew since high school that I wanted to do dentistry.
Fabulous. That's
I know.
fabulous.
The mentorship is so crucial for women.
Yeah, she was great to me. Yeah, she's fantastic. So she is. Yeah.
So how did you end up in Savannah?
Right. We wanted somewhere a little warmer. My husband likes to play golf too, so anyhow, but I mean, we love West Virginia. It's beautiful there. I mean, the fall, the
Yeah,
spring.
don't get us wrong.
It is. It's very beautiful there, but the winters are long.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not just like snow from December and January. I mean, it's it's kind of miserable. Can be miserable there from October to March, and we like the water. I mean, we like the coast. I mean, I've always grew up coming down here for vacations, and so we just wanted somewhere a little warmer and near the water. So
Well, you got it, Savannah.
Yeah.
Savannah
Yeah.
rocks. Y'all have been here quite a while now.
Yeah, 12 years.
Yeah.
So we love it. Yeah. So, yeah, and it's kind of, I mean, even though it's a city, it's a quaint little city and
Yeah.
a historic charm and stuff to it. So, yeah.
And your
What
daughter?
made you open a Sandfly
Um,
dental office?
I live in this community,
Yeah.
so it's a little closer. I have a daughter now, so it's a little closer to home.
I grew
And
up on Isla Hope, and we just have never had a dentist.
yeah,
around here,
so it was just there was no dentist really around this area.
At all.
No, so yeah, that's kind of why it's a little closer to home for me.
Nice.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to expand.
My
So.
grandparents come to you now.
Oh, do they?
Noel and Ruthie, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my
Grandma's-
grand-
oh my gosh.
Do you know
yeah.
that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my grandparents on the bluff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you decide to open the location in Rincon?
Well, whenever I was in dental school, my senior year, we looked at several different offices, and I kind of fell in love with that office. It was near Savannah, and I liked the office and the technology that was up to date. So that's kind of why I chose there. And then, we never lived here, obviously. I mean, I moved here. I bought that office right out of dental school and moved down here, so we didn't really know where we wanted to live or anything like that. So, yeah. So
Great.
I love
Yes.
it. I love it out there too. I mean, it's not a bad drive. I mean, I'm always going against traffic, so it's very easy for me. I don't get stuck in traffic or anything. So, and then
How do you do your days? How do you divide your days between the two offices?
So Monday through Friday. So we're here Tuesdays and Fridays, Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. We're out there, but starting in June, I have an associate that's coming on, and she's actually from West Virginia as well. And so we'll be open 4 days a week, both offices, and alternate Fridays. So, yeah.
Tell them about what y'all did for BC.
Oh yeah, so
That was so cool.
we started a night guard, not a night guard, a sports guard program. So these football players, I mean, they can put in an essay and who needs help getting custom guards. So we did custom guards for BC. We've done them for a couple other teams.
and
as
then
well.
they
What
won
is-
that
And then
year.
they won the national. Yeah, they won
What
the
is that?
championship.
I don't
What
have.
is a custom guard?
Yeah.
Like that they wear when they play, like it's hooked to their helmet. You've seen
Football.
like football
To
guard.
protect
What
their
does it
teeth.
do? Oh,
It protects their teeth. I'm sorry, I've got fuzz in my nose. It's like it protects their teeth like from impact. So I mean, it helps actually prevent concussions, TMJ issues, breaking your teeth, things like that. So and it's actually, I mean, it's a law. They have to have them in. I mean, it's a rule. I mean, they can get fined if they don't have them. Wow. So yeah.
She even dyed them. What was it? Purple or
So
magenta?
they were like maroon.
Maroon, yeah.
for them. Yeah. So it
How
was fun.
neat.
But that's fun. Yeah. So yeah, that's good.
learn something new every day.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
good.
she's going to go out and meet the folks at Bethesda Academy and
Yeah,
see
I'm
if she
excited
can
to
help.
do
I mean,
that.
that's right in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
organization.
Yeah.
Bethesda.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So we're excited. But that's always fun. And it's funny too, because I mean, they're all boys and they're all teenagers and stuff, but they're all so polite and so appreciative. So it's been, we've done what, 3 schools now?
Now, does Isla Hope have a football team?
I don't think
I
they
don't
do.
think so.
I don't think so. The elementary school, if they do, I think they probably play like for the Y or something like Pee Wee.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like the Isla Hope school has a football team.
Okay.
I think they probably pay like,
I haven't
yeah.
seen
Yeah.
But every year, Dr. Canfield selects a team and does their mouth guards.
We did Groves, and we did. What we did? We did Hancock. Yeah.
Did Hancock. Yeah.
We did Groves.
Yeah.
So it was fun. Yeah.
One other question.
Sure.
A anti-snore mouthpiece.
Yes. So there's mixed feelings about whether they work, first of all. For some people, they say they do. Some people say they can't keep them in. But the big concerning thing is that if you do have issues at night and that your doctor says you need to wear a CPAP machine or any other kind of medical issues, then you want to be really careful having a dentist make one of those because they can actually cause more breathing issues than what you already have. So, there's very few dentists, and I'm not sure if there is any in Savannah, not that my recollection, but there may be. But I would check and just make sure that they've had certification to do those kind of things, because they can actually cause you more problems.
Great. Y'all have any other questions?
No, fabulous. Really, very good to meet you.
Yes.
Your
Nice to
facility
meet
is
you, too.
beautiful.
Do you have a website?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, Sandfly Family Dental.com.
What's your
Pretty simple.
favorite toothpaste to use?
My favorite toothpaste to use? You know, it's kind of funny. I don't really know if I have a favorite. I usually use Crest or Colgate, but
I use
it's,
enamel.
yeah, that's
Does that
fine.
work good?
Actually, do you know that toothpaste doesn't really do anything? It just makes your breath, it just makes your breath.
Enamel doesn't do anything?
Well, some of the Sensodyne, no, pronoun, it does not gonna build back your enamel. It's all marketing,
I pay
advertising.
so much money
Yeah.
for it.
The Sensodyne, like that,
That's what I have to
there
use.
is some things in there that does help decrease sensitivity. But it's not actually the toothpaste. It does make your breath smell good. But it's actually the brushing motion, the 2-minute brushing that actually gets
So what
the
about
black
baking
off.
soda?
You can use that, but I'd be aware of using it every day because it's a little abrasive.
Okay.
It can cause more sensitivity and it can actually wear your enamel. So it can,
No kidding.
yeah. So
Is there
That's a
anything
great
that
question.
builds back now?
no, once it's gone, it's gone. Unless you put like a veneer, or crown, or filling over it, but nothing that
Do you
builds
do
back.
all those?
Yeah, but it's nothing that builds back your actual enamel.
What are veneers used for?
A lot of times they're cosmetic, so it's like a contact lens that fits over your tooth, but it's not necessarily cosmetic. I mean, sometimes if you have large fillings, we'll do a veneer because we try to be conservative
Yeah.
as we can. So it replaces tooth structure, so it does.
Gosh.
But yeah,
Do you do the implants?
I do. I don't do the surgical part of the implant, but I restore them with a crown. So I do. So I have a specialist that actually does the surgery part. As a general dentist, we can place implants, but they're usually mini implants, and I don't feel they're quite up to where I'm comfortable in doing that yet.
Is there a difference? One dentist told me I had soft enamel. Is that real?
Yeah, we use that term loosely, I suppose. Yeah, some people are just more prone to cavities like that. And sometimes, it can go back to where your teeth were developing. If you had to have high fever when your mom was pregnant or different things like that, you can have enamel issues to where we say that maybe you have soft teeth like that. Some kids and some adults have really deep grooves in their teeth, which are more prone to cavities. So, it's kind of a loose term, but it's not so much that your teeth are soft like when you touch per se. But yeah, but
It's related to stress too.
yeah,
Cavities.
stress can change. Stress, can change your whole body. So it can change the bacteria in your mouth as well, which can lead down the same road as what I was talking about before. And then also stress causes clenching and grinding, which causes wear on your teeth, which can cause fractures, which can cause decay. Yeah.
So what's one thing that you want anybody watching this to know about dentistry or mouth health, or what's the big takeaway?
I think the big takeaway is I think people still, even at this time in the world, I think they still think that it's an elective service. It's not part of health. I still think they think it's just an elective. If you have enough money to do it or cosmetic reasons, it's kind of like going to the day at the spa, which it's not. It's a health. It's part of your whole body. Whenever you go to eat, your digestive system starts in your mouth. So it does. So, and plus all the other factors that we talked about. So I think that knowing that it's not an elective service, that you should, just as you go to your doctor once a year or twice a year, you should go to your dentist as well.
Gosh, well, thank you so much. I love how this meeting turned out. We meet like twice a year to find out what's going on in Sandfly.
Yeah.
And it's going on, that's for sure.
Yeah. If anybody knows what's going on with the rest of those buildings, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I've heard a rumor about the old pig.
Yeah.
And I made a suggestion. I wrote a suggestion in because CVS is the only place that does not have a drive-through. This CVS.
Right.
If they took part of the building down and let CVS expand into that, they would have a drive-through because it could go through. And then the other side, you know, have more parking because we have very limited parking. And I have suggested designated parking places for some of the businesses like CVS and Family Dollar that are not restaurants, so that when you go to patronize those places,
You have
a spot to park.
Yeah.
I have not heard back from anybody. I've made several other suggestions and tried to keep them involved in the loop. And
Parking is a problem.
parking is a very big problem.
Especially if you open a big store like that.
Yeah.
Where are they gonna
I
park?
went to Castaways last night, and I had to park by the retail or the dog place.
And then
Yeah.
when they go to widen the road to 3 lanes, you're going to lose all the
When
parking
are they
places
doing
in front
that?
of.
Do you know?
I don't know, but they said they're doing it regardless of our opinions.
Oh.
Are they going to make that circle that they're talking
Friendly.
about?
Yes, without anyway. But the widening, the 3 lanes, they're going to do a median, so it's going to be hard to get into any of the places in the corners. The 2 service stations are going to lose most of their lots. We're going to lose parking in all 4 corners, and the Herb Creek is going to completely lose their business.
What?
So yeah, because there won't be anything left there for them to.
When are they talking about doing that? Real?
They don't have answers. It'll just one day you'll be in here, one day you'll come in, and it'll just all be started. And you know, no matter
How
what
can
we
they
say,
put Herb Creek out of business.
they'll just move to their other location.
Yeah. Off of Big
So
Creek, but-
you
We
know,
need to get them at this meeting next time. When should we do the next meeting? 6 months
that,
from now?
that's all
rumor, grapevine.
okay?
Which is
and-
all Savannah anyhow.
Correct.
It all starts somewhere. Hey, good morning, Bruce.
Hi, Bruce.
Hey, Bruce. Yeah. So, okay, well, let's aim to have a meeting maybe in August or September,
Yeah.
and just keep our
Maybe
eyes and ears
September after
open.
school
Yeah,
starts, things kind of calm down a little bit. for
yeah.
everybody.
In September.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Because
plan
school
to do
starts in
that.
August usually, so
Yeah.
it's a little crazier for everybody.
That sounds good. All right.
Maybe we can invite the traffic engineer.
Do you know him?
Of course.
Okay, let's aim to have him because that's what we did.
But
I like to have.
He doesn't want to hear from me, so.
Oh, really?
Reach out. Give him my
Yes.
let me have his
Yes.
contact information, and
We'll talk to Cynthia.
I'm very friendly.
Yeah, we'll aim to do that. That'll be our next meeting. All right, so we're signing off here.
Bye,
Thank
Bruce.
you. Bye.
Have a good day.